Have you ever thought about the impact that events from past lifetimes may have on your life? Events that you're no longer physically connected to, but which have left a deep imprint on your soul, shaping your current qualities, habits, and even circumstances. In Buddhist philosophy, there's a belief that the soul is far more than just a single existence. It goes through many cycles of birth, life, and death, with each cycle adding a new dimension to who we are, bringing both gifts and challenges. In Buddhism, there's a key concept of karma, the law of cause and effect, which is shaped by every action, word, and even intention. Karma creates an unbroken life path that stretches far beyond a single lifetime. This process is called samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. In it, each new incarnation is not random. It holds deep meaning and helps accumulate experience, gain a better understanding of oneself, and move closer to enlightenment. According to Buddhist teachings, the history of all our incarnations is stored within us. It leaves an imprint on our inner world, and its echoes can even be seen in the smallest details, like, for example, the year of your birth. In this video, we'll explore how the last digit of the year you were born can become a key to understanding the lessons your soul carried over from past lives into this one. Buddhist philosophy asserts that every action and even thought leaves a mark not only in the present, but also in future incarnations. This mark, or karma, is neither punishment nor reward, but the natural order of things, the law by which the energy of our actions returns to us in one form or another. Karma shapes the circumstances we encounter on our life's journey, helping the soul grow and develop. In Buddhism, past lives are not viewed as something that disappears forever. On the contrary, they leave noticeable imprints in our inner world. Each of us comes into this world not with a clean slate, but with a unique baggage of accumulated experiences, qualities, and habits that shape our individuality. Interestingly, the last digit of the year you were born may be a symbol of the karmic lessons your soul has carried into this life. It's important to understand that this isn't about strict predictions or fateful meanings, but about symbols and archetypes that help us better understand our essence and purpose in this life. For example, people born with the last digit of the year being 0 have a special connection to the concept of emptiness and infinity. In Buddhist numerology, 0 symbolizes both completion and beginning, the cycle of eternal rebirth. This number carries the energy of a spiritual seeker, possibly a mystic or sage, who in past lives sought to grasp the truth beyond the material world. Such a path imposes certain karmic tasks on the soul. You may feel a strong pull towards spiritual quests, a desire to find something greater than worldly achievements or material possessions. However, this drive is often accompanied by a sense of detachment or isolation, as though you feel little connection to everyday life. The main karmic lesson here is to find a balance between your deep inner world and the reality around you. Your spiritual heritage suggests that you are capable of becoming a guide for others, helping people find higher meaning. But for this, you need to learn to interact with the world without losing touch with your inner peace. If the last digit of the year you were born is 1, it indicates a strong connection of your soul to leadership. Perhaps in past lives, you were a ruler, a commander, or someone who had a significant influence on others. The number 1 symbolizes initiative, determination, and strength, pointing to your natural ability to inspire and lead others. However, with this comes a karmic challenge: learning to be a leader with compassion. Perhaps in the past, the pursuit of power sometimes overshadowed humanity, And now you need to develop the ability not only to achieve your goals, but also to serve others. Your path is that of a visionary, someone who sees new horizons and leads the way. But true leadership lies in combining confidence with kindness and care for those around you. One of the most important lessons is to take responsibility for your actions with consideration for the well-being of others, showing flexibility and the ability to listen to others. If the last digit of the year you were born is 2, it points to a soul carrying the energy of harmony, balance, and a longing for unity. The number 2 in Buddhist numerology symbolizes the archetype of the peacemaker, a person who, in past lives, may have been a diplomat, advisor, or mediator. You may have sought to help others find mutual understanding, avoiding conflict, and creating space for peace and harmony. This number grants you a natural ability to see both sides of any situation and recognize the hidden causes of disagreements. However, your inclination towards harmony and peacekeeping can turn into karmic challenges. In the past, your devotion to ideals of peace and unity may have led to self-sacrifice and neglecting your own needs for the sake of others. Therefore, in this life, your lesson is to find a balance between caring for others and respecting your desires and boundaries. You may find it difficult to engage in conflicts and you try to avoid them, but your soul's key task is to learn how to gently and confidently stand up for your position. Your mission is to become an example of how to combine compassion with inner strength. You possess a rare gift of inspiring others with your ability to maintain balance even in the most difficult situations. However, don't forget that taking care of yourself is also part of the harmony you strive to bring to the world. If the last digit of the year you were born is 3, it indicates a soul carrying the energy of creativity and self-expression. 3 symbolizes the communicator and inspirer, someone capable of conveying important truths through words, art, and ideas. In past lives, you may have been a poet, artist, speaker, or even a messenger whose mission was to awaken the souls of others and open new horizons for them. This gift of communication and self-expression brings with it certain karmic challenges. In past lives, your voice may have been silenced, and you may not have been allowed to express your thoughts. This could have created a fear of judgment or dependence on the approval of others. In this life, your challenge is to overcome these limitations and learn to share your thoughts openly and sincerely, understanding the power of words. Your goal is not just to speak, but to share your deep inner truth, inspiring and awakening those around you. Once you realize that sincerity is your main tool, you will be able to unlock your potential and use it to transform the world around you. If the last digit of the year you were born is 4, it indicates a soul that strives for stability, reliability, and perseverance. The number 4 is associated with the archetype of the creator and protector, a person who in past lives might have been a builder, strategist, or community leader. Perhaps you laid the foundations for others, ensuring security and order that gave people a sense of confidence. However, the desire for stability can also come with karmic challenges. In past lives, you may have experienced periods of chaos and instability, which created a strong desire to control everything around you. As a result, in this life, you may find yourself afraid of change, trying to avoid unpredictability, and seeking constant security. Your karmic lesson is to learn to trust the flow of life. Accept that change is a natural part of your growth, and instead of resisting it, try to see it as an opportunity for inner renewal. Your mission is to build reliable foundations while remaining flexible and open to change. If the last digit of the year you were born is 5, it symbolizes a soul that seeks freedom, novelty, and change. The number 5 is associated with the spirit of the explorer, the pioneer, who in past lives may have been a traveler, trailblazer, or someone breaking the boundaries of the conventional. You might have sought unexplored territories, challenged established norms, and strived for complete freedom of action. But with this quest for freedom comes a karmic challenge, to realize that true freedom begins within. Perhaps in the past, you faced limitations or felt trapped by circumstances, which created a strong desire to avoid routine and restrictions. In this life, you may notice that your desire for change sometimes prevents you from finding stability or finishing what you started. Your lesson is to find harmony between the desire for external freedom and inner peace. True freedom is not about escaping responsibilities or attachments, but about the ability to remain true to yourself in any circumstances. When you achieve this inner balance, your energy will inspire others to seek their independence and wholeness. When you find peace and harmony within yourself, the external world stops dictating how you should experience freedom. Your goal is to become an example for others, showing that true freedom is a state of mind and heart. You can continue to seek change and variety, but now they become part of your inner wholeness, not an attempt to escape discomfort or limitations. For those whose last digit of the birth year is 6, the key qualities include care, love, and a deep sense of responsibility for loved ones. The energy of 6 is filled with compassion and a desire to create harmony and security around oneself. In past lives, you may have been a mentor, healer, or devoted parent, always ready to support those in need of your warmth and care. However, this path is often accompanied by karmic challenges. Perhaps in past lifetimes, you gave so much to caring for others that you neglected your own needs. This may have left a mark in this life. You easily place the interests of others above your own, which sometimes leads to exhaustion, feelings of resentment, or misunderstanding if your generosity goes unacknowledged. Your karmic lesson is to find a balance between giving and receiving. Taking care of yourself is just as important as supporting others. Your mission is to help people not only through selflessness, but also through respecting your boundaries. When you learn to love and value yourself as much as others, your help will become even more sincere and profound. This will allow you to remain full of energy and inner balance, inspiring those around you with your confidence and kindness. If the last digit of the year you were born is 7, this number is connected with self-awareness, intuition, and the search for spiritual wisdom. In the Buddhist tradition, 7 symbolizes inner light and the striving to understand higher truths. In past lives, you may have been a mentor, sage, or a solitary seeker of truth, dedicating your life to the pursuit of harmony and deep meaning. However, this path has not always been easy. Your quest for knowledge and inner growth may have led to isolation or alienation. With deep wisdom, you may have felt misunderstood by those around you, and your gift remained unrecognized. In this life, this may manifest as a need for solitude or fear of being misunderstood. Your karmic lesson is to learn to open up to the world and build deep connections with others. Allow yourself to share your knowledge and feelings, trusting those who want to be close. Your mission is to use your intuition and inner light not only for personal growth, but also to inspire others. When you learn to accept the care and love that others are willing to give you, you will achieve true unity. This will allow you to move beyond loneliness and truly fulfill your purpose. For those whose last digit of the birth year is 8, key characteristics include strength, ambition, and a drive for material success. In Buddhist numerology, the number 8 is associated with the energy of leadership and the ability to achieve significant goals. In past lives, you may have been an influential leader whose decisions had a substantial impact on the world. You may have had power that allowed you to bring grand ideas to life. However, with this power comes karmic challenges. In past lives, your pursuit of power and success may have sometimes led to rash actions or consequences that affected others. In this life, you may feel that your achievements require more effort or that material success doesn't bring complete fulfillment. Your karmic lesson is to learn to use your strength and ambition to create the greater good. True power lies not only in achieving your goals, but in the ability to inspire others, share your resources, and support those in need. When you find a balance between striving for personal success and spiritual wisdom, your achievements will bring joy not only to you, but to those around you. Your mission is to become a leader who leads with compassion and awareness. By using your abilities to create a positive impact, you can achieve success that fills your life with deep meaning and brings harmony to the world around you. If the last digit of your birth year is 9, your soul is filled with the energy of humanism, altruism, and the desire to help others. The number 9 symbolizes souls that in past lives may have been mentors, healers, or even revolutionaries striving for justice and equality. Your mission has always been tied to making the world a better place by bringing light, support, and care to those around you. However, such deep compassion often presents a challenge. Perhaps in past lives, you were so dedicated to serving others that you neglected your own needs, leading to emotional exhaustion and a sense of dissatisfaction. In this life, your karmic lesson is to learn to find a balance between caring for others and caring for yourself. Your path is one of compassion, but it must be filled with conscious love for yourself. Your ability to inspire people and bring light into their lives will be truly powerful if you take care of your inner harmony. This means that your efforts should come from a place of fullness, not depletion. Only then can you serve the world with wisdom while maintaining your inner strength. Buddhist philosophy offers many practices that help deepen our connection with ourselves, recognize karmic lessons, and overcome inner limitations. These methods are designed to help us recognize and transform karmic patterns formed as a result of our past actions. One of the main practices is meditation. It allows us to explore the deeper layers of consciousness and uncover the causes and effects of behavior patterns. Regular meditation helps us notice our emotional and mental reactions, see hidden patterns, and transform them. It's important to remember that the meaning of the last digit of your birth year is just the first step toward a deeper understanding of yourself. This knowledge reveals the karmic lessons and gifts your soul carries, but their true significance manifests only when you begin to embody them in your everyday life. By applying this wisdom, you can set specific goals for personal and spiritual growth. Look at familiar life situations from a new perspective. Make choices that lead to inner harmony. Try asking yourself questions like, what are my highest values? What kind of person do I want to become? These questions will help you build a life that aligns with your karmic lessons and the deep nature of your soul. Now that you've learned the meaning of the last digit of your birth year and its possible influence on your path, it's time to use this wisdom. Let it become a source of inspiration, guiding you to make decisions that lead to harmony and spiritual growth. If you found this video helpful, Support our channel. Subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss new releases, and give us a thumbs up. We'd love to read your comments about what you discovered in this journey. And if you enjoyed it, share this video with your friends. It might be helpful for them too.